All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? And welcome to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved Baldur's Gate Edition. We're here with Darby Topknot. Just kidding. We're just playing Baldur's Gate 3 today. Figured it was about time to do another episode where we kind of catch you guys up on stuff that's gone on. We haven't done everything on screen for a couple reasons. We'd be live streaming like constantly. It's a very long game. Very cool game, though. But the other reason being that I know a lot of people who watch have not yet finished playing. So we don't want to give away too much. You can see that Darby is here. We're in a posh hotel and hanging out. We are finally in Baldur's Gate. And so we'll kind of go over some of the stuff that's happened between then and now. Yeah, you can see Scratch running around in the background. Thankfully, it's a pet-friendly hotel. You can see we have Shadowheart here. We have Asterion over there. Gale, of course.
Very well.
And let's go around and see who else we have. Karlak, who we used for a long time in the party. And Lizelle, the Githyanki. Volo is here. There's a little story behind that. Then, of course, we have Withers, the guy who resurrects people as needed. Mizora. So, you know, that's part of Will's backstory. And over here, we do have the Druid Halsin and Will. We haven't actually used Halsin yet, and Will, he was only in the party for a little bit of time. But then, most importantly, we have Scratch, and we have the Owlbear Cub, who hang out with us and, you know, keep us all sane. So, this is where we are. There is a cat over here. He doesn't like me. His name is Grub. I forget what happened for him not to like me, but that's cool. And ignore the bloodstains. You know, there was an incident or two in here. And, yeah, so this is our camp now. And we get to hang out in an inn within Baldur's Gate. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that have gone on since last we spoke. You notice that most of our quests, hang on 2 seconds. Most of our quests are completed. And there we go. I just needed to do something real quick. So that side of the room is much larger than this side of the room. And that's because we are well into Act 3 and we are moving through the story. We have missed some significant content because of different decisions we made and, you know, like taking a long rest at the wrong time, stuff like this. But that's the way the game goes. That's why it's good to do multiple runs with multiple different characters. Fantastic game so far. The openness of it is really cool. It is a little bit more railroady the farther into it you get, but you know, even then, it's not a bad thing. You know, you are playing a video game. You're not actually playing D&D. So, let's see. When we last left off, we had just beaten the adamantine golem dude, and so since then, that was like towards the end of Act 1. We have gone through Act 2, gone through most of Act 3, and let's see if we can catch you guys up just a little bit. Okay, so the Githyanki. After that, we went into this place where we found the creche that Lizelle was telling us to go to. We went there. They didn't really like us. We did take an egg, and we ended up fighting the Githyanki there, getting some cool weapons, getting a really cool Morningstar mace, one of those, and we ended up having to wipe out the creche. So you do have decisions there, though. That doesn't mean that needs to be your path through this. After that, though, that was kind of like almost an epilogue to Act 1. We went into Act 2, which was after we had done all of the Underdark and everything, we ended up going across and into like these Shadowlands, so lands that had been infested with with shadow and this decaying sickness stuff. And there were only a few places in there that were protected from that. And so within there, let's see, these are all new. We kept getting visited by that secret visitor, who we found out later on was an Illithid, and his name is the Emperor. And so that was interesting. And he's still around. He doesn't really like us right now, but he still wants us to do what he wants. Don't think we're going to. We'll find out when we get there. But going through that Shadowlands, we had to... let's see if we can find it up here. We went through, talked to so many different people about carrying the squid in our head, and nobody was able to do it. We find out later on why that is, so you guys will see that. But we ended up going and meeting these harpers in this place called the Last Light Inn, and there was a thing, Find the Night Song. So this was this thing that we're supposed to find, a MacGuffin, which ended up being a person. And then we were supposed to try to lift the Shadow Curse. And so you can see that this went quite a ways, and there was somebody that was keeping the Shadow Curse from getting the Last Light in, and it was this cleric, and they basically sent us out to do all of this stuff, and we had to go through a series of waking this guy up that had been in the Shadowfell for too long. The Last Light In was attacked by these winged creatures, and all these guys came in and tried to attack and take the person that was Isabel, who was protecting it. And so we were able to take them out. Seems like you can lose that fight and they take her, but that's not what happened in ours. But then there was this guy Thaniel who had Halzin, the druid, sent us to go and find the other half of, right? And so we were able to get Thaniel from you have to protect the portal while Halzin gets him out of the Shadowfell, but he's only half of himself, and it ends up being that there's another half to that where you have to go get his other half and get them to agree to combine again, and then that heals the Shadow Curse. I won't do a spoiler too much there, but we spent a long time in the Shadow Curse lands, like long enough that you're like, dude, I just want to see green again. But it was a very, very cool part of the thing. As part of that, though, you release the Night Song, which we did. You don't have to, but we ended up releasing the Night Song, and we were told to go to Moonrise Towers and to try to take out this dude, Ketheric Thorm. When we got there, in order to do that, you have to fight a bunch of people and all of that. And I know I'm just glossing over this, but a lot has happened. I don't want to give away like the whole Act 2 to you guys, because if you're doing your own playthrough, it's really cool. You go through, and he gets mad that you freed the Night Song, and is actually the voice acting for that character, Ketheric Thorm, amazing. I don't know who this dude is that did the voice, but he sounds like one of those like older gentlemen with the deep voice that you listen to and you're like, dude's seen some stuff, right? And that was really amazing voice acting for him. And a lot of the other parts here too, but he in particular I was really impressed with. But he has a tragic backstory, but he chose the wrong side, and so we end up fighting him. What we find out there, though, is he's one of three, and so the three there are three evil gods that got together and said, hey, we're going to take over and take over the whole universe, basically. And so each of their champions are people that you need to deal with in one way or another. You can party up with them. You can, kill them. You can kill some of them, party up with another. You have a lot of different things you can do here. We decided to take on Ketheric Thorm, and he turned into this this creature that looked like Skeletron from Terraria, but was an okay fight. We took him out pretty quickly, though. I think maybe we were higher level at that point than people normally would be for that fight. But you take him out, and you get a MacGuffin from him. You get a stone. And so then the other two are Orin, who you have to figure out how to deal with, and the other is still up here, Gortash. And so after all of that, you go through and you make your way to Baldur's Gate, which is the city. And there's an upper and lower city. We are currently in the lower city. There are a couple little places, like a village, that you go first, and then from there you go into this waypoint that's between, and that's where you meet Gortash. If you think back at Will's quest, how he's trying to help his father, the Grand Duke. The Grand Duke was compromised, and I won't tell you what we decided to do about it, but the Grand Duke is no more. And maybe he is still here. No, he's died. Grand Duke Ravengard has died. Will made a decision about that to get his soul back from Mizora, who was that Cambion-looking person you saw in our camp. So we went over, and Gortash was being inaugurated as the new Grand Duke. And so they went ahead with that, and he said, hey, you have that one stone, go take out Orin and bring it back to me, and we can be buds, and we'll take over this huge mega boss that it comes from the stories about the Netherese and all of that, which was this race of, or not a race, a civilization of super wizards that collapsed at some point. So if you're playing D&D in the Forgotten Realms and you're like, hey, where did all these magic items come from? Somebody had to make these at some point. It was them. And so, all that stuff basically comes from them over the centuries. And their civilization fell, but they had this guy who wanted to become the god of magic and replace the current one that was there. And he did for a moment, but then he got taken out, and that was called, I believe, the spell. What was it? The spell something. Basically, magic failed. So, spell plague? Is that it? Or is that something we made up? Anyway, magic failed and all that, and so the Netherese are legendary. There's a lot of stuff going on that's associated with the Netherese stuff here. Karlach, we were able to fix her heart, right? We had to find all this infernal iron and get it, to this dude named Damon, who fixed it. But he's like, yeah, you still need to go back to Avernus because you're too hot for here, right? Your heart and everything burns too hot for the prime material plane. So that is yet to be figured out. She says she doesn't want to go back, but we'll see. And she also has a history with Gortash. So all of that will come to a head in just a few minutes. So yeah, Will is just kind of chilling. His story is kind of done. Maybe, yeah, quest completed. So, Mizora is still hanging around, and that might be why this isn't closed out yet. She's in our camp for some reason. I don't really know why. Then we have the Githyanki warrior, which is Lae'zel, and if you remember that one group that I said they had a red dragon and all that, and there was this tough dude. He wants to actually free this this Githyanki named Orpheus, who was the son of Gith, which was like their the first Githyanki person, right? That helped them get away from the Illithids back in the day. And the Emperor wants to keep him trapped. Apparently that dude is what's keeping our tadpoles from taking over us and making us change. Kithric Voss, who Lae'zel likes now, they want to have us free Orpheus. And so we are probably going to do that. We're kind of in this ally gathering situation right now, and I'll show you that in a sec. But that's what's going on with her. She did get kidnapped by Orin. We went and got her back by taking out Orin and her buddies. Once again, that was like a boss battle. It wasn't as hard as I felt like it should be, but I think we may have been higher level once again than you're expected to be when you get there. Because we basically have gone completionist on that. We've grabbed every piece of gear and everything we could possibly get our hands on. And so I think that pushes our levels up more quickly than normal. So we went through a bunch of stuff. She kept showing up, and she's a shapeshifter, but she would show up as somebody and ask us to do something really nasty. We'd say, no way. And she'd shift back into her own self and then, tell us off and laugh at us and stuff like that. But some cool stuff with that piece of lore there as you go through the game. Then, of course, we have the Wizard of Waterdeep, which is Gale. Mistra told him to do some stuff. He didn't do it. She got kind of tweaked because he went after this crown instead. He wants the crown. And she actually showed up in game. And they had a conversation about how he should, he needs to figure things out himself now. And, so the Crown of Karsus, that is something that we need to figure out if we're going to keep, destroy, or whatever. I don't know what our options are going to be, but apparently this is what the big bad has and what was keeping control of it, but also what will make it super powerful. So that is something yet to be determined. But Elminster has shown up a number of times, which is pretty cool to see that happening. Butterman and I have actually been watching some of the videos by Ed Greenwood, who basically, he's the guy who invented the Forgotten Realms. He is Elminster, right? So we look at him as the arch nerd. He's our leader of, of all the stuff in the Forgotten Realms, and he's really cool to listen to. So if you have a chance, go and listen to his stuff. Gale does still have that super bomb in his chest, and that is also of Netherese origin, you find out. And let's see, we have gone through and done a lot of different things, talked to a lot of different people, even in the city and all. And they had these constructs that, the Steel Guard, that were kind of oppressing the city. And so we figured out a way to get rid of them. And there have been like little side quests, like there was this missing girl that led us to this place where, if you remember Auntie Ethel the Hag that we talked about. So she turned up again, and we dealt with her. Got rid of her. I don't think we did it in the most optimal way, right? I feel like we lost some story or some options there, but we did take her out nonetheless. There were Dwerger that were invading these Myconid things in the Underdark. We were able to help with them. If you guys remember Raphael, who was that devil who said, "Hey, I can get rid of your brain squid," we ended up the hammer of the Orphic hammer, which is what we need to free Orpheus, was in his house. And so we went and went to that plane, got there, took his dudes out, got the hammer. He got really mad, came and fought us, and that was probably the toughest boss battle that we've had so far. He was very tough and also difficult to hurt, had things around that healed him. His minions were by themselves not that tough, but with a bunch of them and him there, you had to play things correctly, and so we got lucky in that fight. He had a massive amount of health. But let's see, what else here? Okay, find Dribbles the Clown. We found pieces of him so far. There was a carnival that we went to, which is, one of the things that we always have in our D&D games. There's always a festival, right? And So that lets you do lots of little games with your players and everything. So they had the same thing here, but the clown was a shapeshifter. There are lots of shapeshifters in this game. And so apparently they whacked Dribbles, the clown, and took his place. And so now we have a quest to find him. And so we've been finding pieces of him all over the place. So I'm not sure how that will work out. There was a stock of suspicious toys that we're supposed to investigate. We haven't followed up on that at all. We'd rather do other things, I think. But right now, you know, we haven't really done anything with embracing our potential of being an illithid. So you have different things you can do to do that. We haven't done any of that stuff. Yeah, we just defeated Raphael and gathering allies. So Volo, we saved him again from some of the bad guys. And so he's in our camp now. He's one of our allies. Haslin is an ally. Arabella, that little girl that we saved from the snake in the grove, she actually got really powerful. And so she's a friend. She'll help us out. Let's see, Floric. Right, so he leads the Flaming Fist, which is like this legion of peacekeepers, if you want to call them that. They're our friends now. Valeria and the City Watch will help us out. Dame Aelin, which was the Night Song. She's an Asimar who's the daughter of Seluna, who's the moon goddess. She and her buddy Isabel, they are going to be there for us at the end. I'm not sure how that plays out yet. And then Nine Fingers, who was in control of the Baldur's Gate Thieves Guild, they are our friend now too, because they were being set up to be overtaken by this other guild, and we helped them out. And that's actually one of the last things we did here. But this is where we are. And so now the reason that we brought you guys in at this point is we are about to go out into the wide wilderness, and let's go ahead and leave camp. Hopefully we're actually ready for this. We're going to go out and let's see, at lower city. And we're going to go this way. And you'll notice that I am using, of course, Darby. And one of the things I noticed as I was going along, I may have talked about this before, but Darby is not a player character. So Darby was set up as a DNPC just to support Butterman and Dyson when they were little and they very first started playing. They needed a thief. So I put this little dude named Darby in their party, and just he would react to things. He never took action. He just reacted. And so in trying to play this as Darby Topknot, Darby, you know, he's not an actor. So I realized that I actually ended up playing it more like a character called Furrow, who was a halfling in the last campaign that I played of Butterman's. And so it's basically, he's acting like Furrow. Which Furrow is a good guy, who believed that it's not stealing if you need it more than the other person. So, you know, a good character, but with questionable understanding of personal property. So, I'm using Darby. I'm using Shadowheart. You always have to have Cleric. Gale, you need the Wizard. And I used Karlak over here for a long time. And then went back to Lae'zel because she got to 12th level. And she can attack 3 times and is a beast. She has some really good gear and she hits really hard. And so that's the current setup we're doing right now. You can notice that everybody's AC is pretty good. You know, even the Wizard. We've been able to find stuff that really helps everybody out. And so that's one of the most important things. AC ends up being a big deal in this game because of the concept of action economy. So if you have a bunch of little guys that are attacking just a few big guys, the little guys have a chance because they attack you a bunch of times each round, and they're going to get those lucky shots in, right? And if your AC is not good enough, they're going to basically nickel and dime you to death. And so having better AC in this game especially makes sense, because you might fight 10 or so 15 guys at a time. This whole section up here will show up with different adversaries, and even if they're not that tough individually, the action economy can overwhelm you. You see that a lot in Dungeons and Dragons when you have a DM who puts a single big creature against a party of 5 or 6 player characters. The big guy's probably going to get picked apart just because of action economy. So there are ways to take care of that in the game, but this is something you have to watch out for here. And so we have gotten some buffs over time, and what we want to do now is return to Worm's Crossing, which is where Gortash is. And we just fought the Flaming Fist over there. Yeah, I know I said they were our allies earlier, but right now, not so much. They're working for him over at Worm's Crossing. And so I think what's going to happen here is we go in and talk to Gortash. He's going to be really mad at us. He'll probably offer us a deal. We're not going to take it. And then there will probably be a boss fight. So I thought doing the boss fight would be a good place to come in and bring everybody up to speed. So that's kind of what's happened. It's a wonderful tapestry that they've woven through these different regions. So you get to go in the wilderness, you get to go, into the grove, you get to do some stuff aboard the Nautiloid ship, then you go into the Underdark, and it's a huge, huge expanse of Underdark, so lots of stuff to do there. You get to go through those shadow-cursed lands, which is really cool as well. You encounter a lot of things there that are neat that I won't ruin for you guys. And then you move into Baldur's Gate, and, there's the creche on the way. There is this little... It's not really a village. It's more like a camp outside of another camp where refugees are gathering. And so there's stuff to do there. Then you go into Worm's Crossing. Then you move into the lower city. And then I guess there's an upper city, which we haven't gone into. This is, I think, the last thing that we do before then, because when we tried to go in last time, the Emperor was like, dude, you're totally not ready. Don't do it. But I think we go this way. So we're going to go here. You can see the Steel Watchers. We destroyed the thing that ran them, and so they're all gone. And this is where we just had our last fight. So ignore the bodies, if you will. And here we go. We've got someone else. Oh, probably it got seen by people in there. So you can see that we have these guys. Some attendant, some bodyguard, more bodyguards, attendants. These are guys that... Yeah, I remember these guys. These guys were here, and I believe they are in this room here. They were here for the coronation. And let's... Yeah. So, we will begin to take them out. I'm actually going to save here. Not because I think we'll lose this fight, but I'm going to save here because I don't want to redo the walking over to here. So let's go ahead and... Oh, he must have a good AC. Oh. Wait a minute. Do I not have my... Yeah, it's right there. There we go. So, rogues in this game are a disaster to fight, especially if you go with the thief subclass, because you notice that Darby just had 3 shots, and they all do significant damage. Yeah, here are all the guys that are going to come after us. So Gale will be the next one, and maybe I'll just have him... Almost all my guys have something that gives them shield, which is very, very helpful. And let's see.
with ease.
I don't want to waste spell slots on these dudes, so I'm going to try a lot of cantrips and stuff. And we'll just go park over here. So this guy will go, and then Shadowheart will be next. Hail of Thorns on Gale. I'm not going to counterspell that. So we can heal up afterwards. It's easier to do that rather than wasting a 3rd level spell. You can see that Shadowheart is kind of blurry. That is because she has a displacement cloak on her. So until she gets hit, attacks have disadvantage on her. And so we'll just try to draw them all out into the hallway. It'll be easier to fight them out here. Yeah, you'll see Lae'zel when she retaliates for that. You'll see why I have her in the party. Hunter's Mark. That basically is a ranger thing that just, you know, makes somebody easier to hurt, or, you know, does more damage to them. So, here we go. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. So, I'm going to loot the body real quick. Nothing. Okay, cool. And let's move up here. And I'm going to bonk this one on the head. And daze her. Cool. So all these dudes will go, and then it'll be our turn again. So I hope everybody has been having a great week so far. Yeah, we will opportunity attack. My week went pretty well. I did have a webinar on Wednesday, and I'm delighted with how well it went. It was really cool to be on, you know, usually I host them. This time I got to present. It was great to be on that side of the camera again. So and Scorching Ray. I mean, that can do a lot of damage. And I should have done it at a higher level. Counterspell. Okay. You can notice, though, that Lae'zel has 136 hit points. And Pommel Strike? Yeah, we'll do Indomitable. And Shadowheart has 135. I was able to get a thing that makes her, because she had the lowest hit points, that makes her Constitution really high. So, okay. Now I'll show you why. Let's see, what's this guy all about? I think I'll... Okay, we'll just take this one. Misclicked. Sneak attack. So you can see these little dudes are a menace to society. Don't worry, he'll be okay. And let's see. I guess what I can do... I mean, these guys aren't anything to sneeze at. You know what? That is basically like a super magic missile. Right? This is no joke here. And what I'll do is I'll use this spell slot restoration to get my spell slot back. Right? So, let's go ahead and grab a level spell back. Or 5th. And there. So, that'll be that. I'm gonna let that hit, and now I can just use shield to make most of it miss. And let's see. do an attack there. And make her use a reaction. And I'm going to try to get all my guys out of the doorway now. And this should be interesting. She was just given this mega sword by Kithric Voss, that dude I was talking about, and she does more damage now, definitely. Okay, are you a barbarian? Is that what's going on here? Opportunity attack. Yeah, they're trying to draw us in there. Witch Bolt. So that's something that it will be persistent, and they can just reactivate it every time. Alright, so. Sneak attack. It's over for you. And now I want to shoot this guy over here. Executioner. So that is good. Concentration's broken. So I will attack again. Executioner is from a thing that Darby has. An item. And let's see. I'm going to firebolt this. Okay. Now we'll run over here. I just want them to come out of there, so we can fight on our terms rather than theirs. Hail of Thorns, won't worry about it. Yeah. I'm gonna run her by, and she will do a firebolt on the way.
Time to deal some punishment.
Which I'm actually shocked that she hit. She doesn't hit with a lot of stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and see who we've got in here. Take that shot. Do this shot. Of course. And miss, so of course they're fine.
My path be true.
Let's move over to here, and then I'm going to take some potions. So we'll drink this potion, which will heal the Zell. And in turn, just want to stay as fresh as possible for the boss fight, if it does come to that. So now you'll see that their moves will slow down a bit. They'll try to figure out, it's like the game thinks a bit more. I'm not going to do that with him. Armor of Ath. So basically that makes your AC better, and then if somebody hits you, it does damage to them. Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray, we will counter spell that. So that would have hit all of us in here, and it actually, Scorching Ray is a good spell. It does a lot of damage. Okay, so now let's see. Critical hit. And let's see.
At the ready.
I will scoot over here. Once again, just trying to get these guys to come out the door. Let's go ahead and firebolt this dude. There we go. And loot the body. Oh, wow. Okay, so all of this stuff we will send to camp, and then that stuff we'll send to Darby. Here's the coin purse. So now maybe these guys will run around this corner and come after us. Yeah, they're going to start dashing out. Okay, so he just coated his weapon in poison. So now we're getting people from over here coming out as well. Let's see. I'm gonna move here. So I want these guys to come out into the hallway. See if that hits Lazelle. Yep. Okay.
This is your end.
So... there we go, and I'm gonna have her take a potion again. Actually, we'll take one of these. And her turn. So, hopefully these guys actually come out now. Because I think, yeah, I've taken away their slanty shot there. Yep. If you guys are playing Scorching Ray, is a really great spell to use. And these are guys in the other place that are going to come out here. So maybe I should have fought these guys the last time before I went for the long rest. What is that? Oh, she just conjured up a fire elemental. So we just need to remember to take her out, because if I can take her out, that will get rid of her elemental as well. So this is the one that did that. First off, I'm going to heal Darby. So we'll drink that. It does take away one of his attacks, but does she have to concentrate for that? I don't believe so, but let's test that theory.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Nope. Oh, was that the wrong person? Let's see. By the way, Darby can jump. He may be small, but he is mighty. Did you conjure up that dude? Sometimes seeing around stuff in here is not very easy. And so if I can see who is... Huh. Okay. So I'm just going to go back and...
Still breathing, despite everything.
shoot at this dude. Oh, I'm out of actions. Cool. So one of the cool things is that here goes the fire element. Okay, not that bad. One of the things about this game is there is a lot of strategy to how you fight. And let's go ahead. I'm going to drink one of these. And then I'm going to actually have Gale cast a cone of cold over here. There. That should have... Oh, he's pretty tough. Okay, cool. And these guys are still able to get that cheap shot. Gale will not opportunity attack. You remember that shield we made for Shadowheart in the Adamantine Forge? That was what she just got to use on there. Keeps her from being critical hit. And you know what? I think... we have to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna shove that dude. Yeah, these guys are gonna shoot at Darby all day until we do something about them. Okay. Gale. Oh no, Lizelle. Cool. This will be one. This will be two. Yeah, she's really good at finishing stuff up. So, kind of cool. Witch Bolt. Don't really. Yeah. Not likely to get a hit on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lob a grenade over here. Let it have it. Okay, that wasn't that bad. He looks worse than he is. Slow, we will stop. That really affects our ability to fight. And we may need to go and do a another rest to regain our stuff after this fight, which I didn't want to do. But let's go ahead and heal. And then, I believe I have... You know what, this Arrow of Darkness would be cool. I'm gonna plant it right there. So now, those dudes can't fight us.
Another step
I'll
forward.
run over here. They have to come out now. Cool thing here is that he gets a sneak attack because this guy's engaged with his friends. And there we go. Okay. Fire Elemental, you're gonna stay in the ring. She will do an opportunity attack. Yeah. Okay. There we go. These guys should choose to step out of that room now. Yeah, because they can't see. There is a little bit of dumbness with I'm gonna do Sacred Flame on this dude. Okay. Some of the AI for the people fighting, you would think that a lot of these guys would be able to notice that there are these guardians, but they run right into the stuff a lot of the time. And Lizelle. Okay. So, like I said, definitely worth having her in your team when she's kitted out like this. Ray of Frost on Lizelle. I don't think so. So, the reason they're coming out is because that's darkness there, and so Firebolt. Okay, cool. Is they can't actually see us to attack. Slow. Yeah, we're gonna have to rest after this, as we're using up too many high-level spells on these guys. Okay, let's see. Pieces of advice I can give you. gang up on your opponents. Well, you know what? He has 72 hit points left. Definitely gang up on them. So if you have you're in a boss fight, for instance, have everybody go after the boss and take them down first. There are some where it makes more sense to get rid of their buddies first, but just make those decisions. But, you know, take guys out, because then they won't be able to attack you, and you are a problem. So let's go ahead and firebolt you.
What's the plan?
Okay. The plan is you walk over here and damage all these guys. And let's... There we go. There's one more. Okay, now Lae'zel should be able to finish... Well, maybe not finish this guy off. Let's see. This guy has less health, so go for the dude you can take out, definitely. And get rid of the attack, right? So think action economy as you're going through these battles. Okay, it looks like everybody but Darby saved. Okay, but that's not going to help you. And there we go. Now he's not slowed anymore.
Time to press ahead.
So we may need to go and do a long rest after this, because I want to go into the boss fight with as much as I can possibly have from the standpoint of resources. And that will be a sneak attack. 5 points left.
Creator. Destroyer.
And... Okay, so now let's just go see what we can find. All of this stuff we send to camp because we will eventually sell it to get more resources and all of that, right? So always loot the bodies. You're seeing that they're red. That means that you're stealing, and you'll get in trouble for it. But we don't really care at this point, because we're going to be fighting everybody in this place. And so I just go through, send all of that to camp, and I grab the gold. And if you hit the Alt key, you can see who's actually there as well, right? Anybody you haven't looted and all of those things. I guess maybe we should get the stuff from the Steel Watcher. Send that. We can sell that metal.
The guild are part of the fabric of the city. In their
So,
way, they keep order.
send to camp, and that's a rotten carrot. No, thank you. Let's see what we've got here. See, these are good weapons, but these guys in the party already have better stuff. What's that all about? Shield +1. Huh. Let's see. What are we holding? This one keeps her from being crit. That's a shield +1 already. So yeah. She doesn't use one, he can't use one. Okay, cool.
As long as we're not overrun. Gee,
Yeah,
there
not
are
that one.
supplies enough to survive along siege.
You can hear somebody pontificating about something. Let's see, what do we have over here?
Open up.
Lord Courtier's bodyguard. Just Callaway. Okay. Whoever that is. And I wonder if...
It's been some years since I last donned my armor.
These are the...
Need some minor
Okay, cool.
adjustments around.
See what our map says. Okay, so we want to go here. Right? So that's where we're going to confront him. So let's not go in there yet. We'll stay out here. I will...
Moving in.
Go back in here. There were some chests that I wasn't able to open. And I think we just got keys for at least one of them.
What's inside?
There we go. This will be the one. Cool. One thing I do is I throw all of the of a certain category of stuff onto a certain character. So, for instance, the potions and stuff I throw onto Shadowheart. Darby has like the arrows and everything. Lae'zel or whoever's over here has the heavy stuff. Because, you know, if it's Karlach, she's stronger. If it's Lae'zel, she's stronger. And then, of course, scrolls and all those types of buffs over here with Gale. And because during a fight, you can pull from each other's inventory. Like if Lae'zel wanted to shoot a arrow of darkness, she just comes over here and uses it. So really cool that way. It's not that way in D&D. I'm glad it's that way in this game because it makes inventory management so much easier. So let's go ahead and we will short rest.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
And she is fine. Yeah, he used a lot on those counter spells. Let's see. Why don't we... Arcane Recovery. Fourth level. Now, do we think that's enough?
And these things are still
Yeah,
interesting.
let's go ahead and give it a try. That way we don't have to
keep
go
going.
back. And I don't think there's anything in this room that we care about. And I'm not sure how tough this boss fight will be. Probably pretty tough. Since it's the last of the three, I would expect it to be. And let's go ahead and see where we're supposed to go. Looks like we go down this passageway. Okay. So hey, if you guys are playing Baldur's Gate right now, oh, commence battle already? Seriously, dude? Drop a comment and let us all know where you are, how you like it, what type of build you're doing for your playthrough, how many times you've played through. I know a lot of people have played through multiple times.
Rough tempest I will raise.
And once again, we'll use cantrips so that we're not blowing more spell slots.
Ready.
And she can actually do that same spell. She does miss a lot.
Swift and lethal. No
Okay.
time to waste.
Not enough movement, so she will pull out her bow. With 3 shots, should be enough. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Prison lock. Oh, it's the prison. Is this where we're supposed to be? I don't see anything there. So I think we may have come the wrong way. But let's go ahead and loot the body anyway. We will send all of that to camp. And prison key. Let's open this up. I believe we've already been in here. And we snuck in the back way. That's when we were looking for the other guy. So let's go ahead and we'll go up this way again. sometimes getting to the places you want to is a little bit of a pain because of the three-dimensional map you're on here. Things will get in the way. And let's see. So that isn't the way. Maybe this is the way. Unless it takes us to the same place. Worms Rock Prison. Yeah, we were just here, weren't we?
Huh. I'll give it a shot.
Huh. I wonder if that's one passageway. Let's see. You know what? Maybe these... I should probably steal stuff from there too. We'll do that on the way back. Okay, nothing there. By the way, that's Lord Gortash right there on that picture. Let's wander back here and see what we're dealing with. Transfer request. Oh, it looks like there's lots of stuff in there. Sweet. Heavy chest. Let's see. What is this? Flame enameled armor. It's medium armor. +2 to initiative rolls. Resistance to fire. Disadvantage on... Yeah, so that's something that everybody is wearing something better than right now. But it will be good to sell. Thieves' tools.
All for me.
Elixir of Heroism. Trap Disarm. Good. Hull Giant Strength doesn't matter that much anymore. Because Lae'zel and... I guess we'll take all of this. Let's check this heavy chest. Yeah, a bunch of +1 stuff. Cool. Syndicamp. And what I'll do... but Lae'zel and Karlach have better stats than that. And let's see. Send these to Shadowheart. Send this to Gale. Send that to camp. And is there anything else we just picked up? Nope. Okay. So I'm wondering now. Empty potion bottle, empty potion bottle. Wondering where this dude is now. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Maybe we can find something interesting up here. Florix demotion notice. Okay, let's go ahead and read these. Let it be known in the light of ascension of Gortash. Okay, so we're going to be mean to people. Floric is demoted. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this. Send that to camp, and these are all locked, so we can't get in there. Okay, guys. How do we... It definitely says right here. I wonder if it's up. I believe there was a floor above this one. Here's another bug. Sometimes when you come up to open doors that you've been through before, you have to close them before you can go through them, which is kind of lame. See, same thing here. And it's usually when you switch locations and then you Yeah, okay. Audience hall. So maybe it's up here that we're supposed to go to. Yeah, you think? Let's see, who do we have? He's tough. 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 Yeah, these guys are all tough. Okay. I'm going to scoot out. By the way, the red you see here means you can't fast travel out of here. That's a good guy there. The yellow one. So we want to be careful not to kill them. Cool. So let's just take a look. Okay, so it looks like it is in here that this is supposed to be. So we're on the right track. Incinerator charging. Okay. So that will probably hit.
Let me recite their demise.
Let's see. 12 hit points. I'm gonna move out here, and we'll just let everybody kind of get out of the way on their own. Like I said, gang up on one person if you can.
Let's end this.
Okay, she's going to step out of the blast radius. Wait, something just... What was that? Concussion grenade? About to explode. I wonder if there is a lever around here. No, she's gonna move over here. What is your AC, dude? 18, not bad. Okay, so they are puffing each other up. See what this guy does next. Aura of Terror. Yep, that affects him. That was a lot of damage. Gale's about to bite it. Okay. Somebody running around up here. Okay. Lysel. Need to heal. So we're going to use one of these really good potions. And so she has 84 hit points now. And she is going to move out and attack this dude. So that's 18 points. Let's see if that did it. There we go. One down. Not enough movement for there. So I will pull this out and... There we go. Attack, please. Okay. And we'll move forward this way. Okay, that is what happened. Something got launched from over here. Concussion grenade. She's gonna get hit by that thing. So we will do action search and say, let's get out of here. Well, I guess what I have to do then is action surge. I'm going to actually celestial haste. Now I should be able to move.
Make way.
So hopefully that won't hit Shadowheart. Yeah, let's see. Can I reach? No. Go with the easier shot over here. So Celestial Haste just lets her go more times. Oh, he's going to get blown away. Watch this. It's going to go here, then it's going to go boom, 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 boom. And Darby will be laying on the ground dead. Oh, so we'll Gale. So then we'll get to learn about Revivify potions. Ooh, Darby gets to go.
These
Peace out.
boobs have seen everything.
Let's see. That guy. Yeah, okay. And snake attack. 10 more points. Can we do it? Got him. And so Shadowheart's not scared anymore.
I don't fancy their chances.
Yeah, Gale, let's hit you. Oh, you've got to move faster, dude. Something else just got thrown. Bring this up. Heal Gale. He has 66 hit points now. So both of those are there. I believe... he has this. Has he done an action yet? I don't believe so. Cast spell. Choose target to teleport. Oh, he's teleporting himself. Yeah. So that is just to keep him from exploding. And this whole place is going to explode here too.
On I go.
Okay, cool. So... okay. Hopefully they're out of the danger zone there. That guy definitely is the commander there. That's fine. What does that guy have on him? Aura of Terror. So when he goes around people, they become frightened. Blight on Gale. No, thank you.
Death can't have me. Not yet.
Let's see. Lae'zel. Let's go ahead and heal. It's funny because it's the times when you fight the parties that fight like you do that you always have trouble. Same is true in Dungeons and Dragons. As soon as you give the party, you know, somebody who does the same stuff that they do to the monsters to them. Alright, there goes one. Look at that. Glad I wasn't there. Did he get caught? No. Okay, cool. Okay, so Gale needs some help.
Have to keep going.
Let's see, where is Gale? Gale's right there. So let's move up as much as possible. And we've got 65% chance. What's this dude's deal? Nothing really. Oh, I know what I can do. Darby can do this. He has an arrow that takes him to the place that he shoots it. And so, he will... Alright, I need to do bonus action attacks. And sneak attack. So, pretty good damage. Now we just need to get Gale healed and out of here. So we will go ahead and I'm going to use one of these. 34 hit points and... Let's see. How many hit points do you have? 60. Chain Lightning is a 6th level spell. We're going to use it. That was good. That was really good. Do I have... Yeah, Shadowheart has a shot.
My faith will protect me.
Okay. Shadowheart will... shoot that guy. Okay, cool. Now, he's safe. But she's not. Yeah. We'll go ahead and drink Potion of Greater Healing. And there we go. So we just have a couple more Blight. Okay, what level is Blight? Level 4. When you counterspell, if you counterspell at the level or above, it automatically works. If you counterspell at level 3 and it's below, then it doesn't automatically work. So hopefully that hits.
I will not know failure.
Okay, cool. And he is the last guy. And she's gonna bonk him on the head. So he didn't get dazed, but that's fine. Okay, so Darby is going to attack this dude. And he's going to attack him again. And again. And then
Tale for the ages.
Gale will fucking grasp this guy. Which means he doesn't actually have a reaction now, so I can move away. And she will Sacred Flame. There we go. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Looks like we need to go here. However, we are really messed up.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
Let's go ahead and save here, so we don't have to do all those fights again. And very often, this is the way that this game goes, man. Let's go ahead and send all this stuff away. I mean, the likelihood at this point of the game that we'll be selling and, you know, getting the money from these things is not very high. But just in case, we're going to send it all to camp. It's funny, when you play D&D and other games, other TTRPGs, let's see. What you'll find is you have some players that become collectors. and they will grab like everything they can. This is probably sturdy, right? So I don't think I can take it out. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and check our spellcasters. And so, you know, like anything that the party takes out, they'll be like, oh, can I...
At the ready.
Does it have teeth? Stuff like that. So Gale is really, really worn down right now. Let's go ahead and grab... I guess... No, I don't want to do that. There is a potion type that will puff him up, though. 3rd level spell slot, 4th level spell slot. If we do that, then he gets the extra 4th right there. Let's take a look. Why is it not letting me recharge once per long rest? Yeah, I wonder why it's not letting me do that. Doesn't matter. Let's see if these are vulnerable to anything. To bludgeoning, to lightning. Do I have Witch Bolt? Or Lightning Bolt. Because they're sturdy, they're difficult to hurt. Let's see, they're Radiant Resistance. Force looks like it works on them. Maybe if Darby uses a lightning arrow.
You've made a grave mistake.
Okay. So this will be the slow way, but at least we'll get it done. Maybe we'll do more damage on this one over here. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and see if we see any other horrible things that they're going to hit us with. So it looks like we might want to go through here.
On my way.
I don't see any others. Do you guys? Okay. So let's go ahead and save again. And there's a door back here. Let's go this
see
way.
what this does.
And this should be boss battle time.
Looking ahead.
You would think. Oh, it goes outside. Do we have to go upstairs? So it looks like I've been in here before. Yeah, we're gonna have to look. This hasn't been opened yet. Let's see what we have over here. Passageway. All right. So, what do you guys think, chat? You think we are going to find what we need to find? Or not? Looks like it's inside this right here. Okay.
Best avoid that trap.
Yeah, there will be traps all over the place. One of the good things is that Darby is high enough level that he has a thing called reliable skill or reliable talent or something.
Looks like a trap there.
Ouch. So that even though he can't find them, his friends need to find them for him. When they do, his disarm, the lowest he can roll is a 23 or a 24, one of those. Because if he gets less than a 10 on the die roll, it makes it a 10. We'll just move ahead at a very slow pace here. With all these traps, I think that this will be like a super boss battle.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay, 24. So there should be another one over here, I would expect. Okay, so let's go ahead and, once again, just because I don't want to go through that again, we will go in here. And I have had the game crash on me. Where are you seeing the trap? Right there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one while we're at it. The last boss I fought, which was Cazador, the vampire. These dudes killed him in the first round. And let's see what this says. Yeah, looks like it's right up here. Defeat Gortash. He will morph into something, right? Dude's definitely going to be a Power Ranger. And we'll grab all this stuff after the fight if we live. But I had the game crash on me right when I killed him. And so, you know, saving before the fight means you don't have to go all the way back. You have to do the fight over, obviously. But, you know, it just means that when there is a crash, you don't have to go back as far. So that's kind of what I use it for. Obviously, I haven't used it to redo decisions. And I think that I've paid for it in a lot of different places in the game. But it is just syncing cloud save. And for the one we did outside of here, and I just wanted to finish up with that so that we can save just before we talk to him. So we don't have to come in the door and all that baloney again. Alright. So these guys are neutral to us right now. And he probably is as well. Yeah.
Something's on my mind.
So he's going to offer us a deal.
We could have been allies. Powerful ones. And yet, your actions sparked the fall of my steel watch.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, dude.
The bargain we might have made fell with it.
Let's see. Did what I had to do. I have no regrets.
Is that what you...
That is the big
The brain
bat.
awakens.
Yeah.
It's time I take matters into my own hands.
Good luck.
We could have moved mountains. We could have shaken the plains. And you chose imperfection. I think I will hang your corpse in the wide. The Archduke's would-be assassin. The people will celebrate your fall and my part in it. Your bones will be a souvenir of what could have been. Now, roll over and die. Give up your life just as easily as you are ready to give up the stones.
Okay. Really? Seriously? Shell of Resistance. So you can see he has a lot of hit points. But let's go ahead and see what he actually has. Shell of Resistance. Immunity to thunder damage, resistance to elemental damage for 1 turn, along with an extra bonus action and extra movement speed. Yeah, so he's going to be super buffed. You can see he's resistant to, like, all this stuff. Thunder immunity. He has authority. Right, so he's scary. Crossbow expert, that's what we're going to have to watch out for. So he'll be able to use whatever this thing is, like, right on us. Very high dex, high intelligence, high charisma, right? So this guy's going to be lethal with this thing here. And let's see, is there anything? Is he resistant to force? He is not. Okay, so force is the thing. And what about these guys? Who are they? Yeah, these are the... just like the guys we were fighting, so tough. Let's see. I think I will shoot that. So he is silenced now, which should mean he can't cast. And I won't be able to really hurt him. So I'm going to switch over to this dude. And start attacking there. And let's see what type of buffs we have. We do have 2 potions of speed, which is huge. And there should be some potions of resistance here. Psychic resistance. Heroism. You already get stuff like that, though. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have done this and gotten all of Gale's spell slots back. That was a mistake.
This city is mine!
Okay. Okay. Let's move out to here. And now what are you immune to? Nothing. Just thunder resistance. Okay. So it is over for you, my friend. I am going to have Gale drink a potion of speed. Only problem is, when it wears off, you are a mess. And hit him with all of these. So you can see quite a lot of damage. Then I will do magic missile at level 4. So there we go. So there's half his hit points and the rest just in one turn.
Fury, I am death.
Okay, she's pretty scary.
Taking position.
If she can jump, nope. And she used her haste. Dimension Door is an action. She does have Misty Step, which will get us there. Bonus action. And what's his AC? Only 16. Wonder why she missed. There, that's better. There we go. And you know what? Oh, she actually has an action surge. So fighters get a thing called action surge where they get to attack again. And so in her case, that means 3 more attacks. And he has 1 hit point left. Shadowheart is next. Oh man, do we trust Shadowheart? What is that guy? Retrograde active. What does that mean? Oh, Reflectoguard. Any projectile fired at the character will be sent back to where it came from. Good to know. And that's going to blow up as well. You know what? Since there's another potion of... Oh, she can't do it. We'll move over to here.
What should I do?
You should end this fight for us. That's what you should do.
Got to move. Got to keep fighting.
There we go. Regicide. Regicide inspired Lae'zel. Okay, everybody's getting inspiration now. That is gonna blow up though. What is throwing those things? Do you guys see it anywhere? Okay. Still have to finish these guys off. Oh, and there's another concussion grenade there. Command halt. I don't think so, dude. If it worked, it probably wouldn't, but if it did, he would have to stay there and get blown up by that grenade. Bane's command, okay. Shield to make him miss. Once again, the good armor classes helping. Wow. Right on top of him. Okay. I'm gonna run over
the gods
here.
are watching me.
And I will... Let's see... That guy? We will make it a sneak attack. Then another shot. And we will hang out here.
Swords meet sorcery.
Yeah. He's got to get away from there.
May it please,
So he'll get
Mistress.
attacked on the way out. But that's much better than what would have happened. Oh, come on. Gale's gonna run over here and shoot him. Okay. And then shoot him again. Okay.
I will ascend.
There we go. Okay.
Can't afford to let up.
Yeah, you can't afford to get blown up either. Now I think the proper thing to do is to shoot that guy. I mean, they did it to me, right? I'd better turn this moonbeam off too. Shield. Okay, this fight is... Man, that is so destructive. What did it just blow up? I wonder how much treasure that thing is blowing up right now. I am going to get rid of that. Yeah. And then attack that guy. And if you step in this area here, even my guys, we will get hurt.
The dice roll in my favor.
I'll try that again. Okay, where's this dude? Right there. Okay. We will hang out. I'm gonna go over to
Need to stay
Shadowheart,
focused.
have her drop that moonbeam, and then go back to
Fury.
Lae'zel
I am death.
and heal her. Because she should be able to make it over here and put an end to this guy real quick.
My path be true.
There we go. Close.
I want to focus.
Okay, Shadowheart. Can you do this? She hit. Okay. Yeah. Now the hasten thing wears off. Get Gortash's Netherstone. Killed him. We should take his Netherstone. Our fiery friend Karlak will want to see him up close. Okay. Let's hope nothing gets thrown out of the walls. Hopefully all that baloney's done.
My eyes grow heavy. Best to make camp.
Just want to look at these things. Netherstone studded gauntlet. Okay. We'll take that. We'll, yeah, I guess examine that. Note from... Okay. Here we go. That's the Emperor.
There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The Netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
As I expected, the docks under the city must lead to a morphic pool. That's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain.
Let's see. Why would they put it
To
there?
conceal it, one would imagine, and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground.
This guy's gonna be so mad when we betray him.
With the stones in hand and the Chosen dead, we stand as good a chance as we ever will. As to how good a chance that is, I cannot say. But I have hope.
Huh.
When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom.
I don't want to
But
team
a
up with
word
this
of
guy.
caution. Once we cross into the Elder
I want to
Brain's
let
domain,
Orpheus go.
there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
Can I follow him into there? Because if I can do that, I can get Orpheus back right now. Okay. So these things will go to Lae'zel. Let's see if we can actually read this now. Yep. Lord G, if yes, if necessary, I could get back to the House of Hope for the right price, of course. Okay. We'll send that to camp. Send this to camp. I don't think that... Well, let me see. Yeah, we'll send that to camp. Karlach might do well from that. We'll send that to camp and pick these up. Because that... Is that a hand crossbow? No, it's a heavy crossbow. Let's send that to Lae'zel then. And send this to camp. Just trying to lighten the load a little bit. Gortash's hand. I'll give that to Lae'zel. I don't know why we have it. If you notice, we have this one, then we have this one, and this one. So we have the 3 that we need. And let's go ahead and just check this place out. There's a lot of food over here. Okay. So let's steal an orange. Some purple grapes. Silver cake stand, a banana. More purple grapes. Pear. Another pear. Red apple. Green grapes. Another red apple. Another pear. And then systematically loot all of this stuff.
How much farther can I go?
Wait, what's that? Empty potion bottle. Okay, drow poison. We'll give that to Lae'zel. Elixir of viciousness. Lae'zel. Yeah, a lot of these are for monks. And so this goes to Shadowheart. That goes to camp, and pick that up. Wait, perception failed? What's over here? What did I miss?
That might be worth a look.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Lockpick.
Turns should do it.
25. Okay, we will go ahead and get guidance on this to give us a +1 to 4. 10. 27. High level parties are so demoralizing. Elixir of health. Shield Steward interrogation log. Let's read that. Transcript of the key passage in the interrogation of Flavius Nuga, steward of the Knights of the Shield Hall. When did you begin to suspect Duke Stellamane was not herself? Cleared the inner dishes. And the mutton was brains. In the Elf Song cellar? In the Knight's secret chambers, yes. Found a cell with a body in it. I think we found that already. Huh. And this high security key, we've already broken into the vault. Down there. Yeah. I won't ruin anything for you, but... What is this? Incineration caster. You know what? I don't want to be incinerated. So I don't know if it'll still be active, but it's over for you. And I don't have a problem using these things because, well, I guess I walked past one and nothing happened. Because whenever I use them in fights, they don't work. So, gilded chest. Well, let's see if I have a key for it. I do. Helldusk boots. Okay. I think all of our stuff is better than that. This we'll send to Lae'zel. Accelerated Grand Design. Grand Design is something that the Illithid have put in place. Okay, so the Baneites, which is what Gortash was, they want to leverage the Elder Brain, which is the big bad, to get things done more quickly, it looks like. Can't reach that? Can't reach that? That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna steal some more stuff over here. Some more grapes. And this food, wherever you see food, as long as you're not stealing it, it's okay to steal once you've actually taken out the dudes. But grab food, because you're going to need it for your long rests. Right? And, Darby's pretty good at piano.
Something good here, I hope.
That will be Infernal Steel. I think that sells for 100 gold. And anything, any, little thing that you have, regardless of what it is, can sell for at least 1 gold. So if we, like, where's something, I wonder what these are worth. 1 gold, right? So Scratch's ball, you could sell for 1 gold. Don't do it, but, you could if you wanted to. And let's send all this stuff to camp. Okay, so that seems to be a bunch of leaders that,
What's hiding here?
Alright, all of these things I send to camp, and I have masses of treasure like that that is just sitting there waiting to be turned into gold pieces to buy stuff. History of the Flaming Fist, we'll send that to camp. You can... Hello? Okay. You can find scrolls and stuff like that in these book stands as well, sometimes. Memoir notes. Visited Ball, visited Kethra. Okay. Where to put the Astral Prism and the adventurers who took it after its theft from Blackett. Blackett is like the Lich Queen of the Githyanki. Huh. Okay. And this is Gortash. Sometimes these will give you information that it'll throw into your... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go check this cabinet out. It'll throw into your journal. So that, because that's food. This will tell us something. Okay, that's just about some dude who did stuff in the past. Oh, look at that. Glass goblet. Send it to you. Political influence plan, I guess, doesn't matter anymore. And is there anything over here? Receipt for painting. Double doors. Let's take a look at where we are. So the double doors, looks like everything will lead pretty much outside, right?
Here we go.
And once again, Darby's pretty good at this now. I mean, the guys are 12th level. So they've maxed out their level on this game. Oh. Okay, so there's going to be a...
Best avoid that trap.
It is a cool thing that the game will let you know when you've missed something. Let's go ahead and wander over here. Can't open that. Okay, a Steel Watcher. We'll send their Infernal Steel to camp. And now I believe I can just fast travel out of here. So let's go ahead and see what the journal says. This is complete now. We defeated Gortash, took his Netherstone. And with all 3 Netherstones in our possession, it's time to go to the Morphic Pool and face the Elder Brain. We should head to the sewers. Okay, cool. I want to do this first. So I think that that's what we will figure out next. Let's go to the Basilisk Gate. We've already been down to the Morphic Pool, and it basically said, you're not ready for this part of the map, go away. And so we did. So we know the way down there. We have some waypoints that we can go to make it faster, but I think that that will be something for later on. I really want to try to free Orpheus, so we'll have to figure out how to do that. Maybe it's something that happens along the way where the Astral Prism opens up. That's where the Emperor that you guys saw, that Illithid, that's where he's coming from, is the Astral Prism. So there's a Githyanki in there that we want to free. We have this hammer to do it, and that I think will be the next thing that we work on, because, well, I mean, there's the upper city that we've been told not to. Oh, here we go.
No more.
Maybe we don't have a choice.
Liberators. Saviors. Pawns. Youths. Fools. Release. Usefulness ended. Targeted. Killed. Death. Unavoidable.
All right.
These mortals were infected with tadpoles, and the Elder Brain triggered their transformation.
Mind flares.
But was it deliberate or accidental?
What have we got going on? Okay, looks like things are gonna get bad from here on out. Mind flares. What's the best way to handle you guys? How about like this? So it's an extra bonus fight.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Okay.
Pawn to Cleric 4.
Since everybody loves a good fireball. There we go. And let's go ahead and recover a 6th level spell.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Heading there.
And similarly, no. Invalid targets. Let's see. Guardian of Faith. $28 points, 33 points. You know what I've always wanted to try? Sweet. You can polymorph him into a sheep, man. Let's see what this actually looks like. This is awesome. Zoom. Yeah, that sheep doesn't know what it has coming. That's a good 5th level spell.
I'm ready.
And I think she is done.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay, so, our Githyanki friend will you know what? We are going to do no, we will do Misty Step again. Up to here. One. 2. 3. And we will do Action Surge. Okay, she's out of juice. Sad because the Illithid are actually no joke. They are a
Find a way
very
forward.
scary, powerful opponent in D&D. And here too. They just,
Free.
you know,
We must discover where it is hidden before that happens.
let's see. Okay, they're not going to have anything on them. So what did he just say? That we have to find something? Let's take a look at the quest. No, I really don't want to do that. Free Orpheus. We should wait for the next opportunity to use that. Okay. So, let's see. I believe options, keybinds. I just want to check and see. Camera rotate, interact, main attack, toggle hide, climbing, weapon set, intern, adventure panels. Okay. Inspiration, alchemy, rest, and travel. I am just looking to see. Oh, F10. There we go. Cool. So, F10? Perfect. Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and take a nice little shot of these guys here. They definitely look like they've seen better days. But I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for hopping on. You know, thank you for those of you who are able to be here. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend coming up for you. And we're actually playing D&D tomorrow morning, which will be awesome. And so we'll be live posting on that on the Instagram. So please like, subscribe, all those things. Share with your friends. And drop a comment. And we look forward to seeing you next time. And bye for now.